Welcome back, children, to part 2 of Chapter 5, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Hope you had a lovely and safe Diwali vacation. Today we are going to study about India's vegetation. So far we have studied that altitude and climate are different in the different parts of our country. Hence, there is a great variety of vegetation and forest types in India. Almost 20% of the land in India is covered with forest. The major types of forests found in India are the evergreen forests, the deciduous forests, the thorny shrubs, the Himalayan forest, and the coastal forest. Now, children, we need to know that based on the variations in rainfall, okay, we have the evergreen forests, the deciduous forests, and the thorny shrubs. Now, based in the variations in altitude, we have the Himalayan forest and the coastal forests. The first type of forest that we'll be discussing are the evergreen forest or the tropical rainforests. Okay, so we will observe this colored map, okay, the colored map of India, which shows the different types of forest found in India. And these are the different forests. The ones that are colored in dark green are the evergreen forest. Parrot green color are the deciduous forest. Then we have the thorny shrubs shown in bluish gray color. We have the Himalayan forest shown in, you could say, light gray in color, and the coastal forest, which is shown in blue here. Can we see this? Okay, so these are the coastal forests. So let's move on to the evergreen forest. The evergreen forests, as I said, are also known as tropical rainforests. They occur in regions that receive an average of more than 2000 millimeters of rainfall and plenty of sunlight. Almost 12% of India is covered with this type of forest. These forests are very thick. Their wood is solid, heavy, and durable. Maximum biodiversity is found in these forests. Now, what do you mean by biodiversity? Biodiversity means variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms that are seen together in a region. Now, these trees have leaves in all seasons, hence they are called evergreen. So that's the answer to one of our questions. Why are these forests called evergreen forests? They are called evergreen forests because they have leaves in all seasons. Now, where do we find them? So if we observe this map, okay, we'll see that these type of forests are found in the western coast and the western Ghats. Okay, then they are found in some parts of West Bengal and Orissa. The northeastern states, the Andaman and the Nicobar Islands have evergreen forests. Major trees found in the evergreen forests are mahogany, rosewood, rubber. We also find thick creepers, siso, and other such trees in the evergreen forests. Due to variations in rainfall, the second type of forest found in India is the deciduous forest. Now, observe this colored map carefully. The region which is colored in green, okay, the area which is colored in green is occupied by deciduous forest. So if you see, major part of India is covered by deciduous forest. Now, they are seen in areas which receive 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeters of rainfall. The trees shed their leaves in summer to reduce loss of water through transpiration. These cover around 64% of the total forested areas of India. So I've already told you that they occupy a major chunk of India. In India, the area under deciduous forest is larger than any other forest. They are also called monsoon forests. Now, they are found mainly in the eastern part of India, okay, like the northeastern states, along the foothills of the Himalayas, Jharkhand, western Orissa, Chhattisgarh. Then we have on the eastern slopes of the western Ghats, rainier parts of the peninsula plateau, and the plains of Bihar and western Uttar Pradesh. The type of trees found here are banyan, peepal, teak, bamboo, etc. The trees found as discussed in these areas are teak, peepal, banyan, bamboo. Then we have sandalwood, jackfruit, and other trees as well. Now, we need to make a note that these trees are shorter than those found in the tropical evergreen forest. They do not occur too close to each other. These trees have long roots. Okay, they have long roots, and these trees are of great economic importance. The third type of forest found due to variations in rainfall are the thorny shrubs. Now, the area which is covered in grey are the thorny shrub forests. Now, these forests are found in regions receiving less than 500 millimeter of rainfall and having dry long summers. Due to intense heat, evaporation increases. In order to reduce this, the leaves of the trees are small, thorny or waxy. Some have thick stems that store water. Their roots go deep down in search of water. So in the next slide, we'll see the different types of trees that are found in this region. Now, where these types of forests are found, okay, these forests cover the rain shadow areas on the Indian plateau. So this is the rain shadow region. So this is the leeward side, if you remember, of the Western Ghats. So that's the reason this is the rain shadow region of the Indian plateau. Then we have some parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab and Haryana. The common types of trees found in the thorny shrub forest are acacia, aloe vera, kher, agave and khejri. Now, as mentioned before, in order to reduce transpiration or evaporation due to intense heat, the leaves of these trees are small. Okay, they are thorny and waxy. Some have thick stems that store water. So if you see this aloe vera, they have thick stems and they store water. And on the side, if you see, they have thorns. So see these trees, they have thorns. Their roots go deep down in search of water. The fourth type of forests are the coastal forests, which are formed due to variations in altitude. Now, the coastal forests are also known as tidal forests. They are found in marshy, swampy, estuaries and lagoons near the coastlines and creeks. where the climate is humid and the soil is saline, that is salty. The vegetation here is known as mangroves or Sundarbans in India. The forests have developed in lowlands, the lands that get flooded and submerged under salty waters during high tides. Mud and silt get accumulated on such coasts. It is called Sundarbans after the Sundari, the tree that grows abundantly in this region. The wood of these plants are oily, light and durable. The roots of these plants are submerged under water. Hollow roots grow out vertically above water so that they can breathe. The wood from these forests is used for fuel and also for building small boats. Palm, coconut, agar, kura, etc. are found in such type of forests. Such type of coastal forests are found all along the eastern coast, especially in the large deltas formed by rivers like Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. The most extensive tidal forest is in the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, that is the Sundarbans. We have coastal type of forest in West Bengal, then we have in Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, then we have in Goa, Kerala, Karnataka and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The reason why the mangrove or the coastal forests are important because these forests help to protect the coastline from the dashing waves, sea waves. Some of the trees that are found in the coastal forest are the palm trees and the Sundari tree. The Sundari is found in the Sundarbans, is also a type of mangrove. Now if you see this, okay, the wood of the mangrove, it is oily, light and durable. The roots of these plants, they grow out of the soil so that these plants can breathe because they're completely submerged inside the water. Now move on to the last type of forest that are found only in India and not in Brazil are the Himalayan forests. Now the Himalayan forests are also known as mountain forest. The forest in the Himalayas vary as per the height of the ranges. Now we know the different types of ranges, the Shivaliks, the Himachal and the Himadri. So hence the type of vegetation also varies according to the altitude. Now on the snow-clad peaks, many flowering, that is on the topmost, that is almost in the Himadris, in the greater Himalayas, many flowering plants sprout when the snow melts. They are small in height and their lifespan is about 1 or 2 months. At a lower height than these peaks or at medium heights, we find the coniferous trees like pine, deodar and fir. At the foothills, at the lower Himalayan ranges, we find mixed forest. We find both conifers and deciduous types of forest. Sal tree is found in plenty in this area. Now, we usually find these types of forest in the Himalayas in Jammu and Kashmir. Then we have Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh here. Now move on to our last slide, wherein we see at about heights of about 3000 meters, we find grasses, shrubs and flowering plants in the Himalayas. Coniferous trees such as cedars, pines and silver fir are found at heights above 1500 meters. At the foothills of the Himalayas, we find mixed forest which consist trees, coniferous trees and deciduous trees. With this, children, we have come to an end of our today's presentation. I know you've understood. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.